Do you want to find out how many years of life you have left? After 70, every year becomes priceless. But have you ever wondered if your body is already sending you signals that show how much time you have ahead of you? Some people at this age remain energetic, mobile, and full of life, while others suddenly lose strength, feel constant fatigue, and see their health decline. Why does this happen? It's not just about genes or luck. There are 5 key signs that can predict how long and how well you will live. These aren't guesses, but scientifically proven facts that doctors observe in the healthiest centenarians. If you ignore these signals, you could lose precious years of life. But if you recognize them in time, you can maintain activity, strength, and mental clarity for decades. By the end of this video, you will learn which small changes in the body indicate your longevity, how to check yourself and understand your current state, what steps you can take starting today to extend your life. Perhaps your body is already trying to tell you something right now. So, let's begin. Sign 1. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? Fact: immerse yourself in the essence. It turns out your balance can reveal more about your future than any high-tech test or examination. Stanford researchers made an unexpected discovery. People over 70 who can stand on one leg for a full 10 seconds live about 10 years longer than those who begin to wobble after just a couple of moments. Yes, exactly. Your balance literally predicts how many years of life might be allotted to you. Example: look at Susan and Martha. Susan, who is 73, never really noticed how easily she loses her balance. One ordinary morning, she was trying to put on her sneakers and suddenly felt the floor slipping from under her feet. She almost fell, grabbing onto the nearest chair. That was her wake-up call. Martha, the same age as Susan, enjoys light yoga and going for walks, and even at 73, she can calmly stand on one leg for 10 or even 15 seconds without any real effort. The paradox is that Martha herself didn't realize that this seemingly simple habit would, according to scientists, give her another whole 10 or even more healthy and energetic years. Conclusion: why this should concern you. If you notice that it's becoming difficult to keep your balance after lifting one leg, don't ignore this signal. Your body is crying out about a loss of muscle strength and nervous system issues. Poor balance isn't just the risk of a silly fall. It's a factor that can radically and very quickly change your life, because falls often lead to fractures, prolonged bed rest, and, as a result, loss of independence. What to do? Start today. Don't rush to worry. Everything is in your hands. There are plenty of simple exercises you can do at home, from simply standing on one leg for a few seconds a day to walking along an imaginary straight line. You can also try gentle practices like Tai Chi, which help develop coordination and strengthen your legs. All these actions literally bring back your stability and confidence. Right now, take a simple test. Stand up, carefully lift one leg, and try to remain in that position for at least 10 seconds. Did it work? Great! And if not, don't put it off. Start training your balance today, because a stable footing under your feet is your ticket to long and independent years of life. But don't leave just yet. The next sign can astonish you even more and give you the key to understanding another aspect of your health. Sign 2. How strong is your handshake? Think about it. This is 100% important. When was the last time you shook someone's hand and felt a truly strong grip? Or, on the contrary, noticed that you can't open a tight jar as often as before? Scientists at Duke University found a direct correlation. The strength of your handshake after age 70 is one of the most reliable indicators of how many more years you'll live. Conversely, if your handshake suddenly became weak, it might mean that your body is aging faster than you'd like to think. A fact worth remembering: the muscles in your hands are directly connected to your overall muscle mass and even to your heart's condition. When your handshake weakens, it doesn't just indicate a lack of grip strength. It's an alarm bell pointing to deterioration in nerve function, heart health, and blood circulation. Doctors note that those who maintain a firm grip live 8-12 years longer and, most importantly, enjoy staying active at home without depending on outside help. A short story, picture Richard and Thomas. Richard, who is 75, used to fix everything in his house easily and open even the most stubborn lids, but recently meeting an old friend, he suddenly realized his hand was trembling and his grip wasn't that strong. He chalked it up to, "I'm just getting old." But in reality, it was a signal that his body was losing its precious strength. Thomas, also 75, does a few simple exercises every morning, squeezing a hand gripper, carrying small dumbbells, and playing with a rubber ball. Thomas's handshake remains as strong as ever, and the most striking thing is that doctors predict not only a long life for him, but also a better quality of life. Why this is so important. Conclusion. Weak hands are just the tip of the iceberg. They signal that other muscles in the body are also giving way. Climbing the stairs becomes harder, balancing is trickier, and your heart may react negatively. But most importantly, you risk losing that very independence you value so much. What to do today? The good news is that restoring hand strength is possible at any age. Add light weights to your daily routine, squeeze a tennis ball a couple of times a day, or try special hand grippers. You'll be surprised at how quickly your hands can recall their former power, and along with it, you'll regain confidence, energy, and ease in everyday tasks. Test yourself right away. Take a small apple in your hand and try to squeeze it. Do you feel that familiar strength? Great. That means you still have plenty of time to live fully and happily. If not, start training today and give yourself additional years of good health. But get ready for a real surprise, because the next sign will make you look at ordinary things in a completely different way. Sign 3, the ability to smell a lemon. The most unexpected test. Think about it. It would seem that a lemon is just a regular citrus fruit you add to tea or use in baking. But what if I told you that the scent of a lemon could become the litmus test of your longevity? Science confirms it. Older people who suddenly lose the ability to sense bright aromas, citrus, spices, coffee, live 5-8 years less than those who maintain a keen sense of smell well into old age. An incredible fact: scientists in the US established long ago that your nose is directly connected to your brain. When a person stops detecting familiar smells, it may indicate the first signs of brain aging, a decline in cognitive function, and even the onset of serious conditions such as Alzheimer's disease. Imagine the situation. Evaluate yourself. You drink your morning tea with lemon and notice that you don't feel the usual sour smell that once so invigorated you in the mornings. Or you're baking a cinnamon pie and suddenly realize the aroma of cinnamon seems to have faded, not as bright as it used to be. Many people just shrug and forget about it, but in doing so, their body is sending a very loud signal. Why this is critically important. Conclusion. Loss of smell is a warning bell indicating problems in the brain and nervous system. If you ignore it, you can miss the moment when the deterioration of cognitive functions can still be slowed down. Neglecting the sign is a direct path to faster aging, depression, and a significantly reduced lifespan. What to do right now? Do a quick test. Take a lemon, ginger, or your favorite spice, close your eyes, and try to catch its aroma. If the smell is bright and clear, you're in good shape. If you can barely sense the lemon scent, you definitely need to pay attention to your sense of smell. Train it. Smell different foods and spices, focusing on each nuance of the scent. And of course, see your doctor to rule out possible health problems. Remember, how keenly you sense smells today affects how clear your mind will be and how long and joyful your future years can be. Up next is the fourth sign, which will tell you why an ordinary walk outside can be a predictor of your fate. Sign 4. How fast do you walk? A fact you weren't expecting to hear. An ordinary walk to the store or a trip to see friends can reveal more about you than a medical checkup. The Mayo Clinic in Minnesota conducted a large-scale study showing that your walking speed after 70 directly indicates your lifespan. People who keep walking at a good pace typically live 8-10 years longer than those who slow down and start being overly cautious with every step. A real-life example. Do you recognize yourself? You go outside with your grandchildren and they happily run ahead while you suddenly notice your pace has become slower. Each step feels a bit heavier. Your heart beats faster. Your legs seem less obedient. Or maybe your friends point out that you're lagging behind and ask, "Are you all right?" It sounds innocent, but in reality, your body is trying to warn you that its resources are starting to run out. Why it matters. Conclusion. A slow pace often indicates reduced endurance, weaker cardiovascular function, and a loss of muscle strength. From a scientific standpoint, Walking speed is one of the most reliable predictors of how long and how productively you'll live. Surely, you don't want to miss the chance to keep walking with your grandkids and enjoy every day for as long as possible? What to do? Don't put it off. Start with simple daily walks, gradually increasing your pace and adding a couple more blocks to your route. Try to dedicate 15-20 minutes a day to walking, paying attention to your speed and keeping good posture. Over time, you'll build endurance, strengthen your heart, and once again feel light and free in your movements. Check yourself today. Try to speed up a bit during your next walk. If it's difficult, that's a telling sign. But don't be discouraged. With regular practice and small efforts, you can regain your former ease of movement and potentially gain extra years of active life. Now, get ready for the fifth and final sign. It's about one simple yet very powerful anti-aging medicine that many of us overlook. Sign 5. How often do you laugh sincerely? A fact few people think about. Laughter is so much more than just a reaction to a joke. Harvard researchers have proven that people who laugh often and sincerely in old age live about 7 years longer than those who rarely smile and take everything too seriously. Laughter lowers stress levels, improves memory, and even protects your heart from strain. A story you might recognize. Think about your evening leisure time. You turn on your favorite TV show or series, but suddenly realize that the jokes that used to make you laugh to tears no longer bring you the same joy. Or maybe you get together with friends. Everyone around you is laughing, and you're just watching from the sidelines, offering a forced smile. This isn't just a change in mood. It's a sign that your body has lost one of the vital keys to longevity. Why it matters. Conclusion: a lack of laughter can indicate suppressed brain activity, increased stress, and even disorders in your immune system. When we smile, the brain triggers the release of endorphins, the happiness hormones that lift our mood, improve our well-being, and help us fight off illnesses. Put simply, laughter is the best free medicine that can extend your life. What to do to regain joy and to extend your life? If you notice you're smiling less, make laughter an integral part of your routine. Watch comedy movies, spend more time with people who know how to genuinely joke, recall funny moments from the past. Force yourself to at least smile, right? The brain doesn't always distinguish a fake smile from a real one and begins to produce happiness hormones regardless. Over time, you'll see that laughter and joy are coming back to you. Ask yourself right now, when was the last time you laughed genuinely? If it was today, you're already on the path to a healthy and long future. If you can't remember, it's time to take action and find a reason for a good laugh. Because laughing today is the energy that will let you live many years full of joy and freedom tomorrow. Now that you've learned about the 5 key signs that can predict your longevity, the most important thing is not just to accept this information, but to put it into practice. Your future isn't predetermined, and most of the factors that affect lifespan are in your hands. If you've noticed any alarming signs, there's no need to panic. It's merely a reminder that it's not too late to change something. Start small, move more, pay attention to your well-being, make sure you get quality sleep and nutrition, and stay socially active. All this not only extends your years, but also makes them truly fulfilling. Remember, the goal isn't just to live longer, but to live in such a way that every day brings joy, strength, and energy. Which of these signs was the most unexpected for you? Write in the comments. We value your opinion. And if you found this episode helpful, support it with a like and a subscription. Take care, stay active, and see you in the next videos.